Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just...
Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So now here are the Broncos with excellent field position to start off. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 2nd season out of Missouri, Drew Lock.
What a roller coaster for Drew Lock from the NFL draft until the end of his rookie season, because on draft night he thought he might go in the 1st round. Ended up going in the 2nd, and then didn't get to start with the Broncos until near the end of his rookie year. But the Broncos did go 4-1 in those games, and he played very well, working on his agility and his pocket presence in the offseason. And I love how the Broncos upgraded around him in order to give him more weapons.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Lock going to hand it off here to Gordon. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A 12-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Lock to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season. don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Let's go.
On first down, Tannehill. Looking left sideline, incomplete. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun, able to get away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But Charles, you know, for this offense, we take a look at the draft class here. They were looking for a playmaker, and they found one on the outside.
And the way teams are throwing the football nowadays, you can't afford to skip at the wide receiver position. I know that the slot guy is getting more attention now, but that guy on the perimeter, he makes you go.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Rolling to his left.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Draw play. This is Henry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Tannehill. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. We're scoreless after 1.
Steven Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 5 now. Lock. That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the gun, it's Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and avoids the incompletion.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Gordon on first down. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock flushed out right. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. K.J. Hamler with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do, because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill, short throw to Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Tannehill, a quick throw into the hands of Davis. Now Davis fumbles it. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Judy.
Don't worry about it, baby.
Way home for the Broncos first career game. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. The open man is Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Again, Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown.
Number 84.
Corey Davis, 30 yards. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
This, Charles, the final game of the return to football weekend 2020, but we'll be right back at it in 3 days from now. Thursday night football, Cincinnati and Cleveland. No love lost between those two. A good one in the AFC North. Thursday, 8:20 Eastern on EA Sports.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And his throw here is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th down with Locke. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gostkowski's kick is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the 3rd part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
And it's up and good. So he takes it from 2 yards deep all the way down the field into the other end zone. And it all up, a 102-yard return on the kickoff. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. A 1st down carry for Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. for Derrick Henry. Pushing his way through. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And it's caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start...
And oh, it'll be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there.
And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Gordon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and...
Shotgun snap to Locke.
Got a man, it's Jeudy complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down Broncos as Locke finds Jeudy.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, it's Gordon. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It was Jack Crawford who brought him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tannehill on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Tannehill throwing again. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Throwing again is Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
First down.
On first down, Tannehill. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Titans are going to retake the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. KJ Hamler now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, it's Henry, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because honestly, how they come out with the football. They're going to be aggressive and attack downfield. You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Or they're going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime.
Lock to throw. This is the tight end fan. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Locke. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. KJ Hamler returning it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown.
He's got a man complete. The 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Broncos, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will hit the road next week.